Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Andrea. If you haven't been here before, hit subscribe below. You can also check out my Instagram. I post a lot about our travel adventures on there. Today I'm making a video about my favorite travel apps. So I've already done a video about Skyscanner, and I can do individual videos for each app if you want to see them. But today I'm just showing you the overall what my favorite travel apps are and what I usually use to plan my trips. So I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I have my travel file here with all of my favorite travel apps. I'm not going to go into great detail about each one just because I can make a separate video for that if I need to. So we're going to start with Skyscanner, and I've actually already made a separate video for this one. So if you're interested to learn more about this app, check out my video on how to manage Skyscanner. And I use it number one for my flights because it's a great price for flights and it always has the best options. So that's one of my favorite apps to use when I'm planning a trip. Next, I have the Frontier app because this is the airline that I use the most because it's the cheapest. So in order to travel so much, I travel cheap. So I usually fly with Frontier, and it's nice to have their app because I can go to my flights and I can put in my booking and check in right from the app so that I can skip the lines when I get to the airport and just go straight to security. So that's a handy app to have on my phone. Next, I have Lyft and Uber, which are pretty self-explanatory. They are apps for getting a ride to a place, so they're super convenient to have. I have both of them because I usually price check each one. They're usually pretty close in price though. Next is Expedia. This is a great app to find for your whole trip. You have hotels, things to do, flights, cars, cruises. You have all of the options, so you can literally just plan your whole trip on this app. It's super awesome. I use it number one for things to do. The last place I was looking at was Amber Cove in Dominican Republic. So you can see here all of the different options, which is super awesome, super convenient. It's usually priced really well. Get Your Guide is an awesome app for planning things to do, especially if you're leaving the US. So on here you can see all these different options. It looks like the last place I looked at was Prague, but the average price here is about $40 a ticket, which is super cheap. Super awesome. So whenever I'm leaving the country, I always check Get Your Guide first to find all of the options on things to do. I also look at Priceline for things to do, but I don't usually book through Priceline. I look here for hotels and things to do, but mostly just to price compare, because what I don't like about Priceline is that when you're booking a hotel, it tells you one price, like this top one, it says $57, but it's gonna add like $30 to $40 on top of that for all of the fees that it's gonna surprise you with right before you book. So that's kind of deceiving to me. I don't really like that, but you can definitely price check here. One thing I do like about it is it always has the express deals. Right at the top here, you see a 4-star hotel for $85 a night. That's a super good price. And it doesn't tell you what hotel, it just tells you the general area that you'll be in. And so it's super awesome because you can usually get a pretty good deal for that, for the express deals. But you can also hit sort and filter at the bottom to price low to high or star level or distance from where you're gonna be. And then you can see the list in whatever order you want it to be in. So that's super handy. Next is Airbnb, which I absolutely love. I love using Airbnb the most because especially if you end up staying with people, it's super nice because when people are hosting you, they're usually very hospitable and they can give you tips on where you should go, what to see, things that you wouldn't know about unless you talk to a local. So it's super nice. Let's say we're going to Los Angeles. You can specify here in the filter, you can put how many people are coming, you can choose your price range, you can choose how many beds you want, and then you can click show all of the stays. And it's super awesome because it has hotels, it has condos, it has full apartments, it has just bedrooms, which is where you'd be hosted by somebody. It has a whole house. So it kind of depends on what you're looking at, especially if you're traveling with more people. This is definitely the cheaper route to go. and it's priced super well. I love Airbnb, so definitely check that one out when you're looking for stays. Hotels.com is a good one to look at when you're looking for hotels. The nice thing I like about this one is once you book 10 nights, they don't have to be consecutive, just 10 nights overall, then you get a free night. So if you travel a lot or you stay somewhere for a really long time, this might be the best option. Hotels usually tend to run a little more expensive, but the free night makes up for that. So if you're staying somewhere for a really long time, this is a nice one to use so that you can get that free night. TripAdvisor is another one just like Expedia. You can look at it, plan your trip overall. It has hotels, things to do, restaurants, vacation rentals, flights, travel forums, which is where you can ask questions and people will give you tips on wherever you're going or advice on whether you should go to this place or this place. So this is an awesome app to use for stuff like that. And like I said, you can look at your overall trip, and so you can kind of compare prices with other apps and see what works best for you. One of my favorite apps is AllTrails because it gives you all of the hiking areas. So let's say we're going to Maui. Right here is a list of all of the trails in Maui that you could possibly want to go to. It shows the level, easy, hard, it shows the stars and it shows pictures. And so this is an amazing one if you're a big nature person. So if you just want to get out of the city and go out in nature, this is a great one to check out because it gives you all of your options for hiking and stuff like that. So I love this one. Whenever I'm going somewhere that has that's less city, I can check out this app and find some good overlooks, some good trails, and it's just super awesome. Last but not least is Groupon, which you can check for things to do and places to stay, but also, hint, hint, you can also check for overall trips. Pre-planned, it includes your airfare, it includes your hotels, it includes your activities. It is so awesome. Right now, it doesn't have those listed because of COVID-19. It just lists all of the hotels you can stay at and the deals that you can get on the hotels. But once that's back up and running, I can do a video just to show you all of the trips that they pre-plan. It's basically a travel agent posts all of her trips that she plans and you can purchase it, and it's just super awesome. But as you can see, this has a lot of really good prices for hotels and such. So this is a great app. I always check this, especially for airport parking and stuff like that. The things that you wouldn't even think of, Groupon probably has a deal for you. So check out that app, and that's it, guys. Alright guys, that wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to see. If you have questions about travel, let me know and I can definitely make a video about that. See you next Wednesday. Bye!